Welcome along to Potteries Fly Tying Club, week 13, beginners club. This is the deer hair week, so we're going to do a couple of deer hair patterns in the class. I'm just going to demonstrate one to you now. Okay, so this is originally it's an elk hair caddis, but we're tying it with deer hair, so it's going to be a deer hair caddis. Okay, in the hook I've got a Partridge of Redditch dry standard SLD2, size 12, and on the bobbin I've got some Unithread 80 in wine. This is a slightly different colour, but I think this is a really nice thread colour. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start off there. Okay, and I'm going to put a small butt into this fly to simulate an egg laying caddis. So I'm going to use some Glue Bright number 12, which is the bright green one. Okay, I'm just going to put that underneath there, pull that through, and then tie that in. Tie that right the way down to the tail. Doesn't matter so much about the turns being absolutely perfect on this one, because we are going to be dubbing this fly. Okay, just bring that up and wind it out of the way, hang it by the eye, and you just want a few turns around here, just to give it that little green butt. Okay, bring your thread back to the back, and just tie that off nice and neatly. Okay, 3 or 4 turns should do it. You can put a small piece of small bit of varnish on that if you like, or some UV resin just to sort of bring out that colour. Okay, we're now going to tie in a rib. It's a small piece of silver wire, that's the Semper Fly, 0.1mm in silver. Okay, tie that back to there, right the way back to the tail position. Put that in there, out of the way. Okay, the next step that we're going to do now is we're going to dub the fly. I'm using Frankie McPhillips Irish sparkle dubbing, number 6 Fiery Brown. I really like this dubbing because it dubs really well, and it's just got a little tiny bit of sparkle in it as well. You can dub it on nice and tight for dry flies. It's got a beautiful little bit of sparkle in it. I don't know if you can see that as it's going on. You should dub that quite sparsely up the fly. Just trim off any excess. You want your dubbing to be quite short on this fly. You don't need great long fluffy dubbing, because we're going to palmer a hackle onto this as well. Okay, just tidy up the front. Just put a little touch more dubbing on there, just stopped a little bit too far. I'm just going to put a really small amount of dubbing just to bring that forward another mil or so. That's better. So you're stopping about 2mm from the eye. Okay. thread flat. Just grab a hackle out of here. Apologies, I usually prep these things beforehand. It's a nice light ginger hackle. Okay, tie that in. Back to the tying point. Okay, we're going to wind this back in nice open turns now. One in right at the front first. Okay, and then come back in open turns through your fly just to form a nice palmed body. You get to the tail, cross it over the wire, let that hang, and then bring your wire back up through your fly to secure that hackle all the way up. Okay, and bring that up to your tie-in point for your head. Okay, break that wire off. And now we come to the deer hair. Okay, the secret to tying deer hair is never let it go. Hold on to it like your life depends on it. Okay, so I've got a small bunch of deer hair here. Okay, you can see the tips are all uneven. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use I've got a small comb that I use to brush out all of this under fur. So what this does, this allows, when you put it in the hair stacker, this allows the hairs to actually slide easily over each other and not be bound together by the under fur. Okay, I'm going to place that then tips first into my hair stacker. So there's the hair stacker. I'm just going to pop that in tips first and let that go in. And this will sound terrible on the video, so apologies in advance. I'm just going to give that a tap. You can do it on your knuckle if you want to. Okay, and then when it comes out of the hair stacker, all the tips should be lined up like that. Take it out of the hair stacker in the way that you want the wing to be tied. So I want my wing facing backwards, sloping backwards, like a caddis wing. So I want that something like that. So what I'm going to do now is hold that in my fingers. Okay, hold it on top and not let go. So I'm going to pinch, loop, pull up, and then tighten. But really, really grip it with this left hand. Okay, pinch, loop, up, and then pull. And you'll see the hair starting to flare as you tighten up. So 1, 2, 3, and pull up. Keep a hold of it and take another couple, 2, 3 turns around. Okay. And just bring your waist up to that sort of area. So everything's sitting nice, and then you just release it at that point. Now that's when you can actually check your wing that you're happy with everything. If you're not happy with it, take it off and start again. I'm relatively happy with that one. So what I'm going to do now is stroke everything back. Okay, a couple of turns in front. And then I'm going to whip finish in front of the head. And what we're going to do, we're going to use that bit that's sticking up as the head of the fly. So whip finish there onto the hook as you would normally. Okay, pull that up. And you want to take take your scissors, just snip that off, snip your thread off. Okay, and lift that up. And what you want to do is cut at about the same angle, maybe 2 or 3 mil long. You don't want to be overly short with this, but you want to cut it at about the same angle as your wing is moving up. So something like that. Just shape this head just how you want it to sit. There's no rush with deer hair. The biggest mistake with deer hair is rushing. Okay, just tidy up these little bits. Not quite happy with that bit at the front there. This is where a good sharp pair of scissors do work a treat. These are a pair I've just bought at the BFFI from a chap called Piero Sestino from Cocktail Flies. And they're absolutely phenomenal scissors, Italian made. They're the second pair I've had. The first pair I had were phenomenal, so I thought I'd get another pair while I was there. And that there is the elk hair caddis, but that's obviously our deer hair version, so that's a slightly darker version. The elk tends to be a little bit lighter.